Good morning. Slept so good last night. It's 49 degrees this morning. When I first camped in 40-degree weather, I froze. I was so cold because my van is not insulated. I didn't do what most people do and spray insulation in the holes that are in the back of the cargo van and put insulation at the bottom on the floor. And the windows, especially like in the back here by my head, which is where my head is when I sleep, they use insulation board and cut it out and fit it into the windows of the van. I didn't do that. And they also spray insulation in the back, or take the panel off and put insulation in the panel of the door. I didn't do that either. I wanted to see what it would be like in the winter, in the summertime. And yesterday, my van being out in the sun all day long, it was warm in here. But once it started cooling off outside and I had my fan on, it was comfortable. Even with the windows, the windows covered and down, and the door open, and still with the sun beating down, the van got hot. But what was weird was it was still light out and the sun was going down, and I touched the walls and the ceiling of my van and they were cold. So it changes quickly. But anyway, I wanted to share what I did last night to stay warmer, especially in my head. My head is in the back of the van by the doors, the cargo doors that open up in the back. Growing up, Mom used to literally nail blankets on the walls, on the windows of our bedroom windows, to keep us warm, to keep the draft from coming into the house. Well, I had this white blanket that I wasn't using. It's one of these, I don't know what it's made of. What I did was I have a curtain rod back here that I have my little cute flower curtain hanging. And I just used magnetic clips that I had on hand, and I clipped my blanket all the way across, which kept the coldness, the draft from the window coming in near my head, and I was comfortable. I didn't feel the draft at all. If I put my hand back there, I can feel it. But this kept it from making me very, very cold. So that worked. But I was thinking about getting the insulation board, and using my curtain and spraying a stick glue, and then cutting my curtain to fit that, and then just sticking that into the windows in the back, and you can pop that in and out. But I just put when I travel, I like to look through the back. I'm not used to using my side mirrors, which I still do, but I'd like to see the back. So I just put my curtain rod down until I get to my destination, and then I put it back up. But I don't know. We'll see in the future as it goes what I decide to do permanently. But anyway, I just wanted to share that you can hang a blanket in the back to keep your head warm, and it works. Okay, let me get up and make coffee, and then go take a little walk about. This is a flash flood area when the river, the Bogochuta River, goes over its banks, which I'm surprised it's maybe 10 feet below the banks right now with the rain that we've had. And we have more coming. You can tell where it travels. It takes the path of least resistance, and it floods this whole area. That's amazing. Mother Nature don't play. Where I'm camping right now is full of sand, and you can tell the water drains there because it's a low spot that goes to this creek. Look how the water rushed from this creek. It was high enough to get debris, leaves and sticks stuck on the wiring. But then it came and it traveled. Same thing here. It comes and it travels, and it cut a little ditch into the creek. Flash flooding is some scary stuff, but man, I'd like to witness it, to be high in the air to see it take place, see exactly where the water goes. There's smoke on the water this morning. This is the spot next to mine. You see how all the sand's all over this roadway, this parking spot, asphalt, and you can see how it drains, all the ruts that it causes. Washouts, look at that. It's crazy, huh?